I don't know about you guys, but I am so into manifesting my dream life right now. This morning I woke up and I journaled and I thought about the person that I want to become this summer and how I want to feel, and I created a mood board and I just thought about all of the things that I want to accomplish, and I want to talk about it because I think that summer or summer is the perfect time to manifest and really step into a new version of yourself and really build your dream life. And I thought about every time I manifested something big, whether it was my YouTube channel or success in a different career or more money or a relationship or better health, just like a new era of my life, there was always a few things, a few habits, and just overall a certain mindset that I had, and quite frankly, a feeling that I had before all of these beautiful things would happen. So if you want to talk about mood boards, you want to get excited for summer, if you want to talk about building your dream life, then this video is going to be for you, okay? And if you're new here, my name is Alicia Gogan, and if you're not new, then hello, how are we doing? I got a new drink today. It is not the Diet Pepsi, although I do have one in my fridge and I'm obsessed. I still don't know why. I don't know, I have a craving and it's just here, but I'm kind of like a little bit under the weather, so I wanted something like refreshing and citrusy in a way, but I'm drinking this Cove kombucha raspberry lemonade. Super good. It's hitting the spot, tastes really good, and it's also not really expensive, which we love. We got the hair a little bit pinned back, we got the curls popping. And before we get into it, I just want to say thank you to today's sponsor, which is IGK, and their smoothing spray allowed me to have these beautiful non-frizzy curls. So IGK's smoothing spray is a heat activated anti-frizz spray. This helps with frizz control, but it also helps protect your hair under heat, which I put my hair under heat when I'm going under a hooded dryer to get my curls to set. And I am somebody who no longer uses any sort of heat on my hair unless it is the hooded dryer, and so this comes in so handy to protect my hair. Not only does this smell so good, please comment down below if you've tried it. It smells immaculate, but it really does control frizz. And what you want to do is start with damp or dry hair, and then you take the spray and you spray it from root to tip all over your hair. I do this in every section, and then I go under my hooded dryer, and then my hair comes out frizz free. And guys, I manipulated my hair so much. I picked out the roots, I moved my hair around, I like pulled out these pieces 100 million times, and my hair is perfect, okay? I'm so happy with this product. So this smoothing spray is actually activated by heat styling tools. It's lightweight, it's not sticky, it won't weigh down your hair. It's also inspired by professional keratin treatment to deliver that smooth, shiny look without those harsh chemicals. Now, if you guys want to try this smoothing spray out, you can either scan the QR code or you can use the link in my description with my code Alicia25 to save 25% off your order with IGK. Let me know if you're going to use this or you already do, and thank you so much again, IGK, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back into the video. So like I said, this morning I was journaling and I was thinking about all of the times leading up to my big manifestations in my life. What was I doing? What were my habits? How was I thinking? And really, I was just reflecting on the fact that I know that I'm in this energy now, and I can feel myself naturally doing these things that I know are going to lead to building a new version of me, my dream life. And I want to say this first, you're always going to want to manifest new things, whether it's more money, a new career, a new project, a new relationship, a better body, better health. Like, there's so many seasons. So always look at like manifesting and creating your dream life as different seasons. And so for me, I'm thinking about who do I want to be and how do I want to feel in this next season of my life, which is summer. But even before that, what were those things back in my past? And you can think about this as well in your own life. I'm sure there are times where something just aligned for you, you were really happy, you were in a groove. Like, what were those things? And for me, I thought about a few things. For one, it always seemed to be spring into summer, which is pretty on par with a lot of other people's experiences as well. I think because you're awakening, you're getting out of hibernation, you're happy, the days feel longer because the sun's out. Like, this is a beautiful time, in my personal opinion, a life hack to manifest because you are just more ready for life. It doesn't mean that we're not always manifesting things and we can't hit goals and accomplish things even in the wintertime, but I think this is such a potent time. And this is also why I feel very inspired to make this video today. But another thing that I have been feeling now, and I just remember always feeling anytime that I would step into a new version of my life, was that I always felt a sense of groundedness and almost like things got quiet in my life. And I'm gonna talk about how to quiet the noise and really center yourself and get clear on the things that you want to manifest. But I just always felt a sense of calm. And honestly, I can even really relate that to a regulated nervous system. When your nervous system is more in the rest and digest, you're not super controlling, you're not super in this like scarcity, I need to hit these goals, or I need to look this way, or I have to do all these things, and then you spiral into like stress. Like when you're not in that, you are more susceptible to bringing in abundance and manifesting because you take aligned action, you feel better in your days. So that is just a feeling that I tend to always feel before these manifestations even occur, and even how I'm feeling right now. And you can totally get yourself in that. And I think that after doing so much healing work, I feel like a lot of us do a lot of healing work in the wintertime, you might naturally start to feel a sense of groundedness, but that is huge when it comes to manifesting your dream life. I have also always, and I feel the same way now, have been very clear-minded and aligned and had a vision for how I want this next season of my life to be when it came to actually manifesting. And on top of that, I was excited. And I think that this is actually one of the most important things when it comes to manifesting is how you feel. Do you feel excited? Do you have a vision? Are you ready to wake up and do these things, you know, like get up and become this new version of yourself and take care of yourself, or, you know, dive into your self-care or your wellness or new relationship, or just aligning to good habits, good people, good energy, good routines, whatever it is, even if you're working on a project or school, anything. I really do think it is important that you feel a sense of excitement. So thinking about all of the things, all of the habits, all of the ways that I felt before stepping into a new era of my life and how I'm naturally already feeling right now, I wrote out a few things that you can also think about in your own life and kind of bring yourself through this process. And I'm sharing this also because this is what I am going to be doing as well. And the first thing is to really sit down and think about, who do you want to be and how do you want to feel this summer? And I can give you some examples. I'll share with you some of the things that I have been working on. And if I'm looking down here, it's just because I have my laptop and my notes here. But for me, I really want to feel healthy. Health is number one for me. Hormones are balanced. Gut health is healthy. I'm well slept. I am working out. I am going on my walks. I'm getting out in nature. I am feeling the sense of groundedness and healthiness. Is that even a word? Healthiness? I don't know, but that's how I want to feel. I also have a really clear vision on who I want to be hanging out with and the plans that I want to be participating in this summer, whether it is with friends or my boyfriend, the types of things that I want to be doing, whether it's concerts or patios or solo dates or girlfriend things that we're going to be doing. Like, I do have a vision for those things that make me feel really excited. I also want to be a girl who is not limited by her limiting beliefs. Now, we have so many different limiting beliefs, and we're gonna have new ones come up when we want to step into a new version of ourselves. So there's a few projects that I am currently working on, but within those new projects, I have some beliefs around how hard it might be or if I can do it. And I really want to be that person who gets out of her own way and just does these things. And I know that I can, but it's really about envisioning the version of me who has practices or says things to herself, whatever these practices need to be, to remind herself that she can do it and she is going to do it and she is going to accomplish these things. That is how I want my summer to be, and that is how I want my life to be. Another thing that I want is to be deeply connected with my YouTube community, which is you guys, and also on the podcast. And if you don't know, I have a second YouTube channel that is my podcast. I put the podcast on there as well, the Globe Secrets podcast. And I really just love showing up every week and talking to you guys in the comments, community tabs, just really like showing up and supporting. I love when you guys tag me when you're on your hot girl walks listening to my podcast or listening to the YouTube. Like, I just love that sense of community, and I want to keep it strong, and I want to really have a good summer with you guys. Like, I don't want to just be doing this alone. I don't want to just be making mood boards alone. I don't want to be like talking about all of these topics without like knowing that you guys are showing up with me. So that is something very huge that I see and I want for my personal dream life. Now, there's a lot more things, but those are some of my examples. So just really thinking about, how do you want your days to feel, your mornings, your evenings, your nights, whatever it is. You know, maybe you're going into an era of health and wellness, and like that's your summer, or you're in a new relationship, so you're really focusing on that and you're just dialing in on building a healthy relationship. Or maybe you are like preparing to go back to school, or you're taking a break and you're making bank and you're working on your finances. It can be so many things, or it can be one thing. It doesn't really matter, but just having a clear vision and getting excited is going to be so important for you to create your dream life. Because if you're not excited and if you don't have a vision, then how is it that your life is going to change? It's really not. You're going to wake up every day and you're going to be looking around and being like, everyone's doing this, that, and the third. Well, what are you doing? And that starts by you sitting down and really thinking about it and being intentional. Now, the next thing, and this is gonna be probably a long, lengthy list, but it might help you guys a lot, is to really sit down and think about, what are all the things that will allow you to be and feel like this new dream version of you? Now, it is gonna be different for everyone. Sometimes some habits and some practices that work for me aren't gonna like vibe with you, so definitely don't force yourself to do certain things. I think that that is actually what keeps so many of us stuck when it comes to creating our dream lives, is that we are looking at everyone else's blueprints and then we're trying to do the same thing, and then we're wondering why it doesn't work. Like, we're wondering why we actually aren't creating or manifesting, or we feel like shit when we wake up in the morning when we're following someone else's morning routine or someone else's journal routine. So I just want to say that, because I think, again, the best thing to do when it comes to manifesting, in my personal opinion, is to do the things that light you up. Like, you want to wake up, for the most part, excited for life, excited for your mornings, excited for your afternoons, excited for your plans. Is life going to be perfect? No. Are we going to have shitty days? Yes. Do we still might have to do things we don't want to do when it comes to work or our jobs or relationships? Yes, there's always going to be little challenges, but trying to create a life that you actually enjoy right now is going to be so huge. And actually, I read this quote. Let me go grab the book. Hold on. Okay, this is from The Complete Notes from the Universe. I saw this book being quoted everywhere on Pinterest, and then I searched it up and just ordered it recently. And it's kind of like the Daily Stoic, where you can like open it up to any page and it's like a little spiritual like message from the universe. So today I opened it up after I was journaling this morning, and this is what I got. Those feelings you most want aren't going to come from somewhere new, somewhere special, or something wonderful. Doesn't work like that. They're going to come from within, where they now wait for permission to be released, often in terms of somewhere new, somewhere special, or somewhere wonderful. Chickaboom, the universe. And then underneath it, it says, whatever you hope to feel in the future, you can decide to feel right now. And I think that is one of those keys when it comes to manifesting, is we are like waiting for the day to become that person or feel that feeling, but you have to create that feeling now. You have to be happy and excited now. And it's not to mean that you can't ever manifest. And when I say manifest, it's honestly just like hitting goals, like being in alignment and hitting goals, however you want to look at it, or believe in whatever you want to believe in. But obviously you can do things in an uphill battle and achieve things and be super miserable. But why would you want to do that? And I find in my life, I've created a lot of abundance and I've hit all my goals and manifested all of these things from a lot of ease when I understood what I was doing. And one of those keys to allow me to do it effortlessly and really create this dream life is feeling good now and doing the things that make me happy right now today. So let's go into some of the things that actually help me feel good now, things that I'm going to be focusing on right now in my life. And when I think about all the other times I've manifested, these are all the things that I've also focused on as well, even unintentionally, like not even knowing half these things. So the first thing is letting go of things that no longer feel aligned. And I talked about this in last week's video on living a more softer life and being more soft with yourself and loving yourself. So I can link that video down below if you haven't watched. But I think when you start to let go of the things that you are just not inspired to do anymore, or friendships, even relationships, like all this shit that just like doesn't feel good for you, even habits, like some of these things need to change. You need to let go of some things. And when you let go of some things, you feel this weight off your shoulder, and then you allow the universe, you allow God, whatever you believe in, to bring all of these new opportunities in to you. And sometimes we really just block a lot of things that we actually want to accomplish, or our dream lives, because we're holding on to things that we don't need to be, or we're forcing things that we don't need to be. And for me, one of those things was doing vlogs on this channel. I no longer felt aligned to doing them, so I stopped doing them, and it made me feel so much better. And I opened up so many more channels to create so many new pieces of content because I wasn't trying to fit myself into a box anymore. I've also been taking a lot of inventory about the friendships that I'm holding on to for God knows why. I mean, if I really think about it, I know why, but like, you know, just like really like letting it go, and you just feel so much better. And that's how we want to feel if we want to create our dream lives. Another thing that is so huge is taking inventory of your vices, okay? So these are the habits that really keep you stuck and hinder your growth and get in your way. And I feel like a lot of us have them, whether it's like minimal vices and you're not doing it that many times, or you're doing it frequently all the time and it's really like affecting your life, whatever it is, you do need to address these things. And this could be emotional eating, this could be going back to a toxic ex, or staying in a situationship, this could be hanging around people that no longer serve you, it could be partying a lot, it could be smoking, drinking, like whatever it is, right? Really thinking about your vice, and think about if you didn't have that vice, whether it's you do it once a week, twice a week, 5 times a week, how much further would you be when it comes to hitting your goals? And or would the dream version of you be doing these things? And probably not. Now, I want to say this as like a little caveat. You don't need to go super hard when it comes to trying to stop bad habits, because I think that you'll just get back in a cycle anyways. But it's just important to kind of address these things. Can you minimize some of these behaviors, some of these habits? Can you think about why you do these things? And can you replace them with better habits at least some of the time? Now, another thing that really creates a lot of momentum for me personally is clearing my mind, creating space, creating groundedness, like I was saying, and really just locking in to a morning routine that I personally enjoy, along with a journal routine and morning affirmations, and really just clearing all the negative thoughts and beliefs and just the noise that can come from just living life, and really centering myself. I think when you wake up in the morning and you play affirmations, or you listen to a podcast that's about spirituality or manifestation or whatever it is, even if you believe in God, you're more religious, and you spend some time, and this doesn't have to be an hour long if you don't have the time, but you spend your time the way you want in the mornings, you are so magnetic. And I think we have been conditioned that we need to have this hard, strenuous, unmotivating, disciplined, annoying ass morning routine that we are never enjoying, and like that's how we're gonna create a beautiful dream life and we're gonna be excited for life. Like personally, that's never worked for me. And it's not to say that we just wake up and do nothing, but I think like the best version of you does wake up in the morning and has some sort of practice, some sort of habit, but it's probably things that you enjoy. So think about those things that really do light you up and make you really motivated. For me, I like to wake up in the morning and not work out first thing in the morning. And I know it can't be like that for everyone, but there are ways that you can change up how you're doing exercise, and even doing the exercise that you actually enjoy, or maybe doing it later in the day, or maybe not always like forcing yourself to do it every single day. I also cycle sync, so I listen to my body's rhythm as well. So I'm not super cutthroat with these things, which make my life personally a lot easier. And it's not even that I don't like working out. Like I actually really do like weightlifting. I love what it does for my body, but there's just times that I want to prioritize my energy and how I'm feeling. And some days I want to wake up in the morning really early and I want to go on a nature walk. I want to watch the sunrise. I want to go out and walk my dog. I want to have a peaceful morning. I want to wake up and I want to have my breakfast and my coffee. I want to scroll on Pinterest a little bit, get a little bit motivated, do my journal routine, write out my affirmations, listen to affirmations in the morning if my mind like can't go there, like whatever it is, like having a like wellness menu or like a mindset menu in a way that you can lean on in the mornings will set you up for success. We know this, we know our mornings are important, and when we set ourselves up for success in the morning, that's gonna bleed into the rest of our days. Okay, my next thing that is probably the most exciting, because I'm just excited to share this with you, is having visuals for your dream life and who you want to be in the next season. Now, I think most of you guys are visual girlies, or guys if you're watching this. I just think having photos on your laptop, your phone, even printing them out, just having your place be visually motivating and inspiring and reminding yourself of your goals and what you want your life to look like and be is so key. And I have done this since a little girl. To be honest, I was scrapbooking, I was putting posters up on my walls, I was an OG Tumblr girl when Tumblr was super big, and then I was on Pinterest. I have always in every room had some sort of visual when it came to photos that I wanted to like be, or who I wanted to be, whatever the case is. I always had some sort of visual. For the most part, I just make things digital now as well. But how I like to do this is thinking about the next few months, and for me in like this video right now, it's summer. So, you know, going through who you want to be, how you want your summer to look, your healthy girl era, your healthy relationship era, whatever that is, and get some photos that resemble your goals and the life that you want to live, and put them on a desktop template, make it on Canva, and set that so you can see that every day and you can set the vibes. I think it's just really important, okay? So of course this morning when I was really motivated, I decided to create my new summer mood board. So this for me, it's a little bit of the vision, the goals, but also just the mood and the vibes that I want my summer to feel like. And so I have a girl with a little sundress on. I'm so excited to just look and feel my best this summer. There's a girl walking her dog outside. That is where I want to be spending a lot of my time. There is a photo of a pathway into a forest, which I love spending my mornings out in nature. There's a girl reading a book on the beach, just like vibes, like summer. This is how I want my summer to look and feel. There's like wine glasses. I just think about like me and my best friend sitting on her balcony one day, or you know, when the sun is setting, just yapping and drinking a glass of wine. There's a girl walking in a cute workout set, hot girl walks, fitness, health, all the things, market, a beautiful, nice little condo, which I might be kind of manifesting a new place, but also it's just a nice, clean, beautiful environment, which is so important to me. There is another girl with coffee, reading a book. Like I'm so into books again. Like I am back in my reading era, which I love to read in the spring and summer. And then a photo of a guy and a girl cheers in their glass, dinner, sunset, beautiful vibes. And then I like to put a little quote in the middle of my vision boards recently. And so this one says, real luxuries, time, health, people who feel like home, peace of mind, travel, good sleep, great food, time for fun, and beautiful music. And when I set my mood board, this is a vision that I am holding for the season. So the next thing that I really like to do is make sure that I'm not having other things distract me, and I'm never perfect. Life happens. You don't even need to be super tunnel vision with the vision and the dream that you hold for yourself, but really locking in on this vision is important. So I like to make sure that the things that I'm consuming online and even offline are kind of matching up with this new vision of my life. So whether it is I need to change up who I'm following, new creators, new influencers, I'm spending more time on Pinterest, less time on social media in general. Maybe I'm switching up the long form content. I'm only listening to people who really just make me feel good. Like it doesn't even matter. Like I'm not even gonna sit here and tell you like, oh, you should listen to like these topics and not that and this and not that. It's how you feel. Like listen to the people who make you feel good. If you like this one vlogger and she's like doing her wellness vlogs, like watch those people. I love those people. I'm gonna be watching them. Like there's certain creators, there's certain people, there's certain topics, there's certain podcasts that make you feel happy. Like if maybe girls are doing like their self-care or beauty maintenance or cleaning videos or like a cozy hobby, whatever it is, keep your algorithm set to these people, follow these people, stay in connection and community with these people. Now, what I like to do as well is create a list, like a bucket list or just whatever type of list you want, where you have a bunch of ideas that you want to do, whether it's in your relationship, by yourself, with your friends, whatever, on the times that you get bored or you have free time or you're even stressed, because I think these are the things that will help ground you and not push you into some of those habits where you're just going to waste your time doom scrolling or going back to your vice. So I have different date night ideas. I have different patios that I want to go to with my friends. I have so many ideas, even when it comes to weekly meal planning. I have Pinterest boards, and you can follow me on Pinterest if you want. It's just Alicia Gogan. I have a bunch of different Pinterest boards that keep me grounded, whether it's food ideas. So, you know, every Sunday when I'm wanting to make healthy meals, I have ideas for that, or I have quotes, or I have fashion, style, everything that I want to be focused on. I've curated it. So anytime I'm going on my phone, it's there. And if I'm going offline, the people, places, and things and the habits that I have are correlated to the vision that I am holding in my life. So all in all, when it comes to manifesting your dream life this summer, it's really gonna come down to you having a regulated nervous system. And a regulated nervous system is going to feel at ease. It's going to be moving in the process of life and the unfolding of your dream life. It's gonna be you not trying to control everything and you not rushing the process, and you being excited and feeling good and at peace with your life. And how do you do that? You let go of those things that do not serve you anymore. You stop holding on so heavily to those things that you're trying to force. You create new habits that align with where you're at in your season of life, whether it is your health habits, your mindset, whatever it is that feels good to you, having goals, having a vision, and being excited for life, creating a life where you feel happy. And the last thing that I'll say is, let this summer be what it is. There's gonna be so many beautiful lessons that come out of this summer that will contribute to moving you in the direction of your dream life that you won't even be able to plan, which is why it's important to really just wake up in the morning every single day. How do I want to feel? What can I do today to allow me to feel a little bit better about my life, whether it's changing my mindset about something or doing this one little micro habit that's going to better myself and make me feel a little bit better and more aligned, whatever it is. But take your time and really enjoy the process of creation, because that is when magic happens, is when you're at ease and when you are not rushing the process, knowing and believing that the dream version of you that is on this mood board and the way that your summer is going to come out is gonna be, it's gonna happen. These are all going to unfold, and there's not really a rush. Like, there's not this sense of urgency, of scarcity, of, oh my God, I need this now. Learn to love yourself through the process, enjoy your days, do the things that really light you up as much as you possibly can, stay positive, and also allow yourself to have those days if you have them, because we all do. And you will look back at the end of the summer and just be so amazed and so excited for manifesting even more things. And I'm just really excited for all the growth that I'm going to be making and seeing you guys make alongside me as well this summer. So please let me know what you would like to see next when it comes to this topic or any other similar topics. There's so many more things that I could go into when it comes to manifesting, whether it is your mindset or your relationships or health and wellness, your self-care, everything. I am constantly always evolving and changing, and I've also done so much of it already. So I would definitely like to speak about this more, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, so that way I know that I can make more of these videos and the algorithm will just give you more of these videos as well. And also don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. I will see you guys in the next one, and thank you so much again, IGK, for sponsoring today's video. Bye!